size teams, only like 45%. Is that something you're consciously trying to get more corner opportunities?
Yeah, we need to take more. I think a lot of times we turn down. Like you saw Nick Batum when him and Kawhi was passing it back and forth. And people living trying to get corner threes. So we usually are trying to generate more. We got to take our shots. If we don't have it, then drive it again. But that's what we're trying to do. Swing, get to the corner three. And we've been doing a good job of it so far.
Thanks, Shane. Go to Law.
There we go. Hey, Ty. Good evening. I wanted to know, one, if you had any thoughts, any takeaways off of the schedule that was released for y'all for the second half of the season, and also a little bit deeper, if you can recall, how this year's kind of schedule being all over the place, being so constricted compares to your rookie year, the lockout, where we didn't get the schedule obviously until that winter for that season.
Well, I think the second half of the season, I haven't really paid attention to it. I'm just trying to focus on these last 5 days, on 5 games, make sure our team is ready to play. Because, when you get close to the All-Star break, you continue to lose games you're not supposed to. So that's my main focus. The only thing I really heard about is that we have 17 days straight at home. That's the most I've heard about second half of the schedule.
And how, and just do you remember, do you recall your rookie year, that lockout year?
I'm not that smart, Paul. That's 23, 24 years ago, but I just can't remember. I can't remember that.
Thanks a lot. We'll go over to Miriam.
Hey, Ty. Zoo was talking about that you showed him a clip of one of your dunks back from college to get him going. And I wanted to ask you about that, just sort of your motivation to put that in front of him, and also ask if you had a favorite dunk that you might want to share with us.
That was my favorite dunk, and I was just giving Zoo a hard time. I think he came from the game, and he had 4 shots blocked on that game. So I just had a slide that said, this is how you finish. They didn't know what to expect. It was me dunking in college. So they all went crazy, talking about no HD, talking about how fuzzy it was and all this stuff. But it was just something, fun for the team.
But you got a few dunks out there on the internet still.
Yeah, I got a few here and there. Not too many, but, I'll take what I had.
Right on there. All right, thanks, Ty.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ty. We go to Tomer.
Hey, Ty. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Is everyone good to go today?
Yes, sir.
And then I'm curious, as a coach, how do you view guys who might be struggling shooting? Do you see guys in shooting slumps, or are you just sort of move on to the next thing, and I don't see a shooting slump for this guy right now? How do you view that kind of thing?
I see the hesitation. I think when you're a shooter, you got to shoot the basketball. You're not going to make shots every single night. But I just look and see if you turn down shots that you normally take because you're not making shots. So you got to keep taking the shots that you normally are capable of making, and live with the results. As long as you put the work in every day and you're a shooter, it doesn't matter if you miss shots because you're not going to make shots every single night. And we saw that, I think, last night with Steph Curry. He went 1 for 11. But when he's open, he's shooting his shots. And that's how you got to go about it. You just can't turn down the shots that you normally take.
Thanks.
Thanks. Go to Andrew.
Hey, Ty, when Terrence talks about his kind of improvement this year, most often I feel like he talks about his off-season training, but you were with him in the bubble, obviously. I know he played a lot of 3-on-3 games with Pat, and Reggie, and those guys. Did you see, I guess in hindsight, do you look back and see that being kind of almost like a predictor of what kind of has been a really steady improvement for him this season?
Well, yeah, he's a hard worker. You saw that last year, coming in as a rookie and trying to change positions and play the point guard position and, trying to learn. And he's always willing to learn. He was working hard last year. And I think, just this year, he's able to play more free. I think not playing the point guard position and just being a 2 or a 3, he's able to slash and cut and fill the lanes, offensive rebound and things like that has really opened this game up for him. But, his hard work, him along with all the young guys, Steve and Amir Coffey, Daniel, all these guys are putting in the work. So just happy when they get the results they're getting right now.
Kind of like Law, I'll take you back to memory lane. I guess when you were a young guy trying to break in, kind of getting that foothold in a lineup, did you remember kind of your own breakthrough moment where you felt like, okay, I've got this? And have you seen that kind of click with Terrence too?
Yeah, I think so. My first time playing was against, the Utah Jazz with John Stockton. That was my first opportunity to play. And I was just so excited, and I wasn't really a defensive player when I was in college or high school. But when I got in the game, I just picked Stockton up full court and just try to bring energy and just do what I could to try to stay on the floor and get on the floor. And like I said, Kurt Rambis gave me my first opportunity, and I was grateful. And then it kind of just started from there and never looked back.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. Go to home.
Hey, Ty, I was wondering, what have you seen in Ja Morant this year? He came into the league with a bang last year, and how have you seen him maybe progress this year? How is he different from last year?
I'm thinking shooting. I think just, taking his shots. We know he can get to the basket. We know he creates for others. But what's so impressive about him being a young player is that, he just takes what the defense gives you. He never tries to force. If you're blitzing or double teaming, he's going to make the right pass and the right play. In transition, when he gets into the paint, he's making the right play for himself or his teammates. And you never really see that when you get a young star who, comes to a team and he can shoot the ball anytime he wants, but his main objective is to play the game the right way, get other guys involved. And that's what he does on a night-to-night basis.
Thanks. Go to Shawn Coleman.
Hey, Ty, hope you're well. Kind of piggybacking off that with the Grizzlies, your career, your playing career, coaching career kind of spanned the same time they've been in Memphis. When you look at the tape of the Grizzlies, do you have to kind of take a second look and say from a team that always was kind of, inside out, slow paced, now they're fast paced? Does it kind of, throw you off a bit with how fast paced they are with John, the young roster in place now under Taylor Jenkins?
Yeah, well, it is different. And Taylor's done a great job of just, trying to change the culture from the grindhouse when they had, Gasol and Zebo and Tony Allen, those guys. They just slowed it down and posted a lot. And that was all, predicated on the personnel. Now the personnel is different, and Taylor's done a good job of adjusting. And what they do well is like they're first in the league, I think, in turning teams over, and they're first in the league in points off of turnovers. So we got to do a good job of taking care of the basketball.
Thanks. Go to Farbod.
Hey, Ty, the other day, PG kind of revealed that he got fined for having a teammate over at his house, and that was something that I didn't know the rules were that strict this season. Are there other things like that you've seen where nobody really knows that it's this tough on the guys this year, but those are, in fact, the rules?
I mean, I'm not sure, but, the rules are the rules. If they put them in place, we got to try to follow the NBA protocol as best as we can, and it's a tough season for everybody. So we just got to try to follow the rules, follow the protocol, and then, take it from there.
Thanks. Go to Cam.
Hey, good afternoon, Coach. Zubac the other night, he got some critical minutes down in the fourth quarter. And I'd like to know, what have you seen from him in recent weeks that gave you confidence to play him in those critical moments at the end of the game?
Just his growth. I think coming off the bench, to start the season, he struggled a little bit, we didn't really have, a good flow, a good balance, how to come off the bench. But, I think he's got a good chemistry right now. I think with PG, I think Marcus is doing a good job of penetrating, speaking to him. But him and Lou Will have definitely been connecting really well, as of late. So I'm just getting more and more comfortable. And, when Zeus having games like that, we just got to ride him. And he's been coming through for us in the fourth quarters, along with our small lineup as well. So just happy to see him, continue to keep growing and getting those fourth quarter minutes, which he didn't get a lot of last year.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Cam. Looks like we got one more hand up from Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. Good evening. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, sir. Thank you. Reggie Jackson's role has been kind of in flux at times this year. He's coming off the bench. He started in place of Pat a couple times. But the data says that him alongside Kawhi and PG has been just exceptional for the team. What do you think has allowed that trio to look that good together, specifically Reggie with the two of them?
I just think Reggie being able to play with pace. I think being able to run pick and rolls, getting into the paint, on pick and roll as well. And I think he's a good fit. Pat Beverly at the point guard position brings something different than Reggie brings. And I think Reggie brings the pace and the ability to get in the paint and make plays for other guys, and also get to the rim and make plays for himself as well. So, just have a different dynamic in the 2-point guard situation. So he's been great for us. I think he pushes the pace for us, which makes Kawhi and PG run more, which we're trying to get those guys to, continue to keep doing. And he's good for us.
Thank you.